Hi guys, this is Sister Reacts here, and today we're gonna be watching Best of Niles Crane from Frasier. So, Niles is the younger brother of Frasier, who's the main character of the show, and he's gonna be like saying a lot of sarcastic and burns and stuff in the show because he's very good at that, and he's a very funny character. And I absolutely loved this show when I was growing up with it as a kid and everything. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Alright, I'm gonna start the video right now.
You know what I think about pop psychiatry?
Yes, I know what you think about everything. When was the last time you had an unexpressed thought?
I'm having one now. Well, then we're agreed about what to do with Dad. Golden Acres. We care so you don't have to. I've got to run.
Yeah, it's bad.
I'm late for my dysfunctional family seminar. Dad, have you mentioned Eddie yet?
Eddie!
Ta-ta.
Eddie is the dog of the father of Niles and Frasier.
Niles, I can't thank you enough. I feel this overwhelming urge to hug you.
Remember what Mom always said, a handshake is as good as a hug.
Wise woman.
So,
Yeah, I agree.
how's Father?
Father, you mean the man who's driving me crazy? The man who makes me dread the sight of my very doorstep. The man who just drove me out of my own home.
And how's work?
Thanks for the chat, Niles. You're a good brother and a credit to the psychiatric profession.
You're a good brother, too. But can we really get in? I've been trying for months.
Oh, please. Niles, you're forgetting the cachet my name carries in this town.
Actually, I'm not. If the maitre d' happens to be a housewife, we're in. Hello, I don't believe we've met.
Yes, we have, Niles, 3 or 4 times. Roz Doyle.
Oh, of course. It was at the, It was during the, Oh, well, I'm far too successful to feel awkward. Where did we meet?
Yeah, he always forgets her name in the first 2 or 3 seasons, I don't know.
The radio station?
I'll take your word for it. Nice to see you again. Not very flattering, either. Toward the end, he even attacks your dim-witted sidekick call screener.
That's me.
Oh, now I remember you. Well, who knows why anybody does anything?
Remind me again what you do for a living. You see, the thing is, it was just one phone call. I mean, how can anyone make a sound judgment about another person on the basis of one phone call?
Remind me again what it is you do for a living?
The dog is eating the food. The pianist is too intrusive. The Pinot Noir is far too stagey. It's 7:05, and Martha isn't even here yet.
I'm not going to have to sedate you, am I?
They're all just good guests. They knew when to leave.
2 hours early.
Oh, shut up, Niles.
Oh, I see. Am I to ascribe this foul move to the fact that you were unable to unload the bogus Paxton?
Yes. Geez, I know, Niles. What is the name of that really vicious lawyer that you use?
Which one? The one I used to sue the contractor or the one I used to sue the personal trainer?
Well, the meanest.
That would be the second one. I used him to sue the first one.
God, I hate lawyers.
Oh, me too. But they make wonderful patients. They have excellent health insurance, and they never get better.
Remember Roz?
Yes, of course. What brings you here?
Oh, nothing. Just passing by and thought I'd stop in for a career.
Good luck. Face it, Frasier, you talk about wanting to safeguard your professional dignity, but the first time you went on the air, you got out of medicine and into showbiz. You're no different from that movie star who let everyone look up her skirt in that film and then did nothing but complain that nobody took her seriously as an actress.
Well, that has nothing to do with it. You just tell me, would you do it?
A nude scene? I suppose it were integral to the plot.
Not a nude scene! Would you do this commercial?
Oh, certainly not. I'm a respected psychiatrist.
So what you're saying is that I shouldn't do it?
No. I'm saying it doesn't matter. Let's face it, Frasier. They've already looked up your skirt and they've seen everything there is to see.
I think they're in that movie when Monroe did that scene when she the wind blew up her her dress.
I really have to go. I'm conducting a seminar in multiple personality disorders, and it takes me forever to fill out the name tags. Well, I couldn't. I had my fear of abandonment workshop today, and I've already been a no-show twice.
Dad, Niles, I'd like you to put your names on these stickers and place them on any of the objects that you would like bequeathed to you. Well, enough talk about death. Let's celebrate life with a bottle of Chateau Satin 75.
Oh, no, not 75. I can't let you do that. That's far too good for the likes of us.
Well, you know, perhaps a Beaujolais Nouveau would be more appropriate. Hoping that maybe you could take Dad out for me.
Oh, I wish you'd said Saturday.
Why, you have plans Friday?
No, I have plans Saturday.
Frasier wants me out of here because he's got a date or something?
I'm sorry, Frasier. He sees things that others don't.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I was going to ask you, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was. I was just saving the best for last.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Frasier, give him a break. If he backpedals any faster, he'll trip over his walker. Decaf latte, and please be sure to use skim milk.
I'll have the same.
Got it. 2 gutless wonders.
Nah, that's so rude.
Thank you. Certainly playing fast and loose with his tips for a man who drives a van.
Dad, he's so judgmental.
He is, and I've often condemned him for it.
Oh, that's funny.
You must be very proud of Frasier.
Well, actually, no. This nomination is just one more signpost on the low road of celebrity, which my brother has chosen for himself.
Hope that's not sibling rivalry rearing its vicious little green snout.
Absolutely not. I'm still in the minority who believe psychiatry is a noble profession which is tarnished by such things as popularity contests, not to mention a bouncy little radio program.
I bet you two had wicked little hair-pulling fights when you were tots.
Yes, well, this has been delightful, but I really must run. I'm due at my sexual addiction group, and I don't like to leave them alone for too long.
Oh, that's disgusting. He's gonna walk in on an orgy.
I know this piece backwards and forwards.
Perhaps if you start at the end, you'll have better luck.
Running around like that buffoon Stanley Barrister.
Oh, Stanley Barrister. That is embarrassing,
Oh, is
isn't
it not
Ooh,
beyond the
just a chippy,
pale? I mean, that girl, how old can she possibly
21
be?
if
That's
she's
what's
a
so
day.
frightening about it. I saw them, but it was last Tuesday night,
Yeah,
together.
Well, and I saw them together Wednesday morning.
Ew.
That's disgusting.
Well, this is what I'm afraid of. People will have the same conversation about me.
Stanley Barrister is a 60-year-old man who wears a toupee that looks like something he pulled out of a shower drain. You are 41 and obviously not wearing a toupee.
Thank you, Niles. So you think it would be okay to go out with this woman?
Doesn't matter what I think.
Well, it does to me and my brother. I value your opinion.
My opinion isn't relevant.
Don't be coy, Niles. And would you please stop pursing your lips? It makes you look like one of those old women they carve out of dried apples.
Oh, okay, he does look like that.
Suggesting is that we exploit your listeners' lives for our own personal gain?
In essence, yes. What do you think?
I think it's borderline sleazy. Let's go for it.
And I have a very special guest with me today, my brother, the eminent psychiatrist, Dr. Niles Crane.
Hello, Emerald City. What's doing? What's happening?
No, it's not a baseball like game. It's just a radio show.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
That was my radio persona. Every great radio personality has one.
I don't.
That's my point exactly.
Niles, I would shave my head for you.
A gesture which becomes less significant with each passing year. All right, if you can do better, please be my guest.
I will.
My fingers are poised over the keys. I'm waiting. I'm still waiting.
I do not have a fat face.
Oh, please, I keep wondering how long you're going to store those nuts for winter. Tell him he owes me half of this hotel bill. I will accept cash, but no personal checks. I know he has trouble writing things. Although lately, I've lost track of the ideals that led me to psychiatry in the first place. Look who I'm talking to. Psychiatry's answer to the drive-through window. Oh, Roz, what are you doing here?
Well, I always wanted to learn to fly a jet, and today they're offering special on jet flying lessons, so I thought I'd come by and take advantage of it. I came here to get coffee.
No. Thanks for stopping by. I'd have been mad if you didn't. I don't think she likes me.
Well, it isn't a question of liking or not liking. She despises you.
Really? Why should I warrant such strong emotions? I barely acknowledge her existence.
Think you may be onto something there, Sherlock.
Dad? Did he say anything?
Yeah, well, he said, don't you think it's time you got a haircut? You're starting to look like Bozo.
That's a mean thing for a father to say.
Yeah, I know he was only covering, though. But what do you think?
Probably wouldn't hurt to get it trimmed.
Do you think he was covering?
Oh, of course he was covering. You know, Dad. Tough as nails on the outside,
Yeah.
and on the inside, one giant spike.
Oh. Oh, jeez, that is so unladylike.
See, all those years of finishing school really paid off.
Maybe we're even performing a community service. Men with guns will have one less place to go and liquor up.
There's always Roz's place.
She dates a lot of guys. That's why he's poking a jab at her for that.
Well, what do you say about me when I'm not around?
Isn't there a manual?
Yes, but unfortunately Stephen Hawking's not here to explain it to us. I think it's a brilliant suggestion.
My God, Niles, did you just compliment me?
Indeed I did. You're very savvy, Roz. You remind me of one of those cleverly amoral PR flacks who sell their services to industries that pollute.
I finally got Artie Walsh and Dad talking again. Of course, I did have to resort to some cheap, manipulative pseudo-psychology.
Always go to your strengths.
No, I think I'll just go sit over here.
Roz, are you trying to avoid me?
Well, can you blame me? I mean, it took you nearly a year just to learn my name, and every time we sit together, you have some kind of snide remark to make.
Name one.
Well, last week you told me my bedroom was easier to get into than a community college.
I was hoping that would be the one you'd name. So, how are you?
Fine. You?
Great. I'm handy now. So, that's a nice jacket.
Thank you.
Offbeat.
And what is that supposed to mean, offbeat?
Well,
No, wait, I think I know exactly what it means. Offbeat is in cheap. Well, excuse me for not being rich enough to shop at the International House of Tight-Ass like you and Maris the Heiress.
Maris is his wife, but then soon to be ex-wife.
That is what you meant, right?
yes, but I had no idea you'd pick up on it.
And you were insulting me.
Yes, but you got in a couple of good shots yourself.
I did, didn't I? So glad we did this.
Fraser, it looked exactly like yours. They both have the same inferior leather.
I gave him that briefcase.
I know. I would gladly go, but I've got my compulsive spending seminar, and I'm hoping to unload the rest of these raffle tickets. Which horse did you wager on?
Joe's Dream, number 8.
Goodness. Seems to be taking a serene, almost Buddhist approach to the race. What on earth do you say to her when she wants to discuss her work?
Well, I just simply skirt the issue.
Of course. Honey, I think your books are just, oh, look, the waiter's on fire.
Dr. Niles Crane. I read a wonderful article you wrote in the Journal of Psychiatric Medicine. Let's see, Gestalt therapy, probing the subconscious.
Yes. And I believe I read your quiz in Cosmo. Is your guy a stud or a dud?
No good, is it? Yeah.
No, but this is. You don't have to be a star to twinkle. Fraser, I need a hug.
Don't. Miles, will you please help me?
Oh my god, that was so funny.
Honey asked me to write this forward 2 weeks ago. She's got a deadline. She's been wondering where it is.
Time is a concept known only to one of God's creatures, man. Just for today, be a sunflower.
Oh, give me that!
I didn't know he had a brother.
Fraser, I don't mind telling you I'm a little offended that...
No, sorry about that. I was just gonna say that that guy was, I'm not sure if he was the main guy from Cheers, but that the actor who who plays Frasier, was also in Cheers, and it's supposed to be like a spin-off version of this. Like Frasier's supposed to be a spin-off version of Cheers. Alright, let's get back to the video.
All the time you spent swapping bon mot with the beer nut set, you never once mentioned you had a brother?
No, you know, the truth is, I bet he said something. It's just that when Frasier gets going, you kind of have to tune him out.
A good slogan for his radio show. Dr. Frasier Crane, when he gets going, you have to tune him out.
You slept with her?
Yes. On what desert island with no hope of rescue was this?
A long weekend. I was feeling a little depressed, so I took solace in the arms of a beautiful and remarkably welcoming young woman at a hotel bar.
And that was she?
No, Niles. I told you that for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Of course it was she. To see the way she ran out of here the minute she saw me?
Ah, yes, the trademark of all your bedmates.
I mean, after all, there are hundreds of reasons why people have affairs.
Roz, want to get us started? A lesser man would be jealous. You're not, are you?
Not at all.
Did I mention they have a planetarium on the 3rd floor?
So?
I think my work here is done. Well, if only one of us can be honored with a membership, I hope it will be you, Frasier.
That's a very noble sentiment.
Well, I know how much it means to him. We can't risk another splashy suicide attempt.
That's very amusing, Niles. Using humor to diffuse a tense situation. I'm sure that stood you in good stead when you were in prison for threatening the president. Best 18-year-old lowland single malt scotch.
There's a discriminating choice.
Yes, my brother has an extensive knowledge of fine wines and spirits, undoubtedly acquired during the years when he was shacked up with a barmaid.
Oh man, that was Niles Crane's best burns. Oh my god, it's really funny. I really love this show because one, it's very funny and it's very witty, and it's just like the stuff that they say, like when you actually think about it, just really hilarious stuff. Oh my goodness, I watched this show like all the episodes and stuff. Yeah, it was funny. I hope you guys enjoy this video like I did because it's a really funny series. Anyways, see you in the next video. Bye! If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe.